Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk about guitar setup and why it's so important, especially in those beginning times of when someone's trying to learn how to play the guitar, whether it's you're an adult learning for the first time or you're buying it for your children. The way the guitar's set up is really going to help someone either put it down or keep continuing and wanting to go. And I think a lot of reasons why a lot of people just give up on it is because the guitar's not set up right in the first place, which is going to make it so much harder for them, right? So I've got an example here of what I want to show you guys, and this is just be part one. I'm going to do this in 3 parts. This first part will be me showing you the issues with this guitar and why it doesn't work the way that it's set up. Part 2, I'll go in and I'll show you how to change it all with this guitar to get it to where I want it to be, and then part 3, I'll crank out a killer song for you guys to listen to using this guitar and the rest of the beast sitting behind the camera here, alright? So let's get into it. Alright guys, so first off I want to give a shout out to my good bud Paulie for loaning me this guitar to do a video with. It's from a friend of his, and this is my first Schecter guitar that I've ever had in my hands, to be honest, and the fit and finish on it's awesome. I can't fault it. Very beautiful looking guitar. The fretwork's really nice. This is the Schecter C6 PRO. So I think this retails here in Australia for about, oh geez, I think it's maybe between $1,500 to $1,700. And I was like, awesome, yep, I'll do a video with that. And I got it home, and this guitar supposedly has been set up for B standard, which is super low tuning. This is a standard scale length guitar, so with super light strings on it. Now if you're going to go tune down that low, you're going to need thicker strings. To me, a longer scale length is going to be better, because there's no tension on the neck whatsoever. The strings are super slinky. It will not stay in tune in this tuning. I can basically pull the G string off the fretboard, that's how loose they are. So I don't know if this person was playing it on a regular basis or not, but this is basically unplayable. It doesn't stay in tune. There's no tension on the neck. So inside a guitar neck, for those of you who don't know, and for everyone going, oh yeah, we know there's a truss rod. Yeah, well, some people don't, alright, so give me a minute. There's a truss rod inside the neck, right? So your neck can go forward bow, which is called relief, or it's going to go back, and you can adjust that via the truss rod, right? So at the moment, this neck, there's no tension on it. Like it's really nothing on it at all. So it's got this, which is strange because it's got this massive, you probably can't see it, but it has this like forward bow, right? So if you get the guitar like this from the store, you're playing it and the strings are really touching up here on the first fret. By the time you get down here, they're way out. They're like sitting this high off the fretboard, and it will not stay in tune. It goes super sharp. Even like I know I hit quite hard when I play, but even just to fret that first string, it's so high off the fretboard that by the time you touch it down, the note's already gone sharp. Yeah, it's just I tried to play it. I tried to keep it in tune in B standard, but this guitar is just not made for it, in my opinion. So what I'll do now is, I'll show you, I'll do a quick little playthrough with the Diesel VH4, right? And that's one of the most sought after expensive high gain amps on the planet, right? It sounds like shit. That just goes to show that having real expensive gear does not make you sound better, right? If things aren't set up properly and you've got great gear, it's going to highlight the problems. So now I'll do a quick clip for you on how this just pisses me off, and then I'll speak about how we're going to fix it. Alright guys, I know it's only the camera mic, but you get the idea. it's just, there's no stability in the strings at all. It's just going so sharp with every hit. Even trying to tune it, you can't. They're just, the strings are way too thin and the guitar's tuned way too low. Yep. And when you try to do a bit of a like fast picking attack, the strings just like, it's so loose that it's just all over the joint. It's just so unstable, isn't it? It's just dead, like. It's just B standard with these light strings, and the setup on this guitar doesn't work. So you can see what I'm talking about, right? So what I'm going to do with this guitar, B standard on this standard scale length with super light strings, there's no tension in them, it just doesn't work. The pickups really hate it. I mean, it can get to the point where if I'm palm muting, the strings are that slack that they're pulling onto the magnets of the pickup. Yeah, it's way off. You hear me dog out there? So I've got a really good idea for this guitar. What we're going to do is we're going to keep it in a drop tuning, so it'll be D standard, but then I'm going to drop the low E string to a C, and which would be drop C, and the truss rod is going to need to be tightened up because there's way too much relief on it. It's just like that. And then I'll have to take a look at the bridge, do a bit of intonation on it, and I'll go through all this sort of stuff with you in the next video. I'm going to put some thicker strings on it because these are way too thin. They just, I mean, look at that. It's ridiculous. I've got some, this is what I'm going to put on there. The Ernie Ball Beefy Slinkies, 11 to 54s. These are going to go on there. These are the same ones that I've got on my Zach Wild, and that's tuned to the drop C. And that's an even shorter scale length guitar. That's 24 3/4. This is 25.5. So yeah, it'll give it a bit more stability. I'll be able to dig into it a bit harder, and it's going to hold tuning, hopefully. So yeah, guys, that's that. Stay tuned for part 2, and then in part 3, I've got a wicked song for this guitar in drop C, and we'll see if it can stand up with everything else that I've done, right? Sounds like a fucking bass guitar. Alright, thanks for being here again, guys. I'll see you soon.